In this Jenkins Law Library video tip of the week, I want to revisit a video I made back on week 13, which would be about the end of March. I had just read an article in the Lifehacker website about legaladvice.com, and I checked it out. And just something about the site just didn't seem right. It seemed like it was populated with a bunch of bogus information and data. And what I really, in the video, focused on was taking images from the most active lawyers and dragging them into Google image search to see, where those images came from. And I was finding that the images were taken from random websites, not lawyer websites, and they didn't match the names and the addresses and so forth. So the site definitely looked bogus to me. So here it is 5 months later, and I'm revisiting what I said before. It gives me an idea, an opportunity to talk about how to evaluate a website. For example, I went to the About Us page, or section of the website, and the address and phone number and attorney all seemed to check out. I went to the find a lawyer section, and I searched for Laura Strauss, which was the first attorney that I looked at when the data looked a little shady back in March, and she's nowhere to be found. In fact, she's been purged from the database, which would make sense because she never really existed in the first place. She was sort of a composite. And then, last but not least, I went back and looked at the most active lawyers. I took the first one and the third one here, and I dragged their pictures into Google image search to see if they are indeed, real attorneys. So here we go. Let me show you what happens. So I'm going to drag Daryl York from California. Keep that in the back of your mind. He's from California. Drag his image into Google image search, and there's a bunch of Avo postings, which is interesting. And when I, click on the first one here, you can see he's from Santa Clarita, which sounds California to me, and so that looks pretty good. Looks like we're a lot more legitimate. Here's Kevin Basant, the third most active attorney, and he's in Detroit. So again, keep that in the back of your mind. Drag him into Google image search, and I can't really do anything until I get the box up. There we go. Let me drop it in, and he also has a fair amount of Avo postings. And let's see. I'll scroll down. Detroit criminal defense attorney. So yeah, it does look like the site checks out. I think in the intervening 5 months they have gotten the data that they're supposed to have in there. I think, like I said, that was an earlier version of the site, maybe a test site up. This does look a lot more legitimate now, and if I were evaluating it for the first time now, I would say, yeah, the site looks pretty trustworthy. And it's nice to be able to use common sense and experience with websites, also with Google tools, to determine whether you're going to trust a website or not.